Let's keep rolling. Just Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. And that's still too sweet. Anyway. Well, it hasn't officially been announced yet. I feel it's probably the right time to make this award since the Maple Leaf season is done. And I think the goals leaders is pretty much set in stone, right where it is. I mean, even though it wasn't 70, Auston Matthews gave it a hell of a run on the way, managing to finish the season with 69 goals. Nice. This is his third Richard Trophy in his relatively short career. So let's talk about this one. So I would guess that it's a good thing that this is a younger award in the NHL, because as I'm talking about it right now, Matthews will be the second player, to win this trophy for a third time. Again, finishing with 69 goals. Nice. Of course, this award is given annually to the player who scores the most goals in a season. So again, for the third time, Matthews just completely ran wild with the puck this year. So again, while it hasn't officially been announced, one would look at the goal race and see where it's at. That's your top four, and really Hyman and McKinnon still have a game to play tomorrow. Reinhart's done, and unless they pull the goalie relatively early and don't put him back, I think it's a lock. And maybe it's just one of those things, when you start off the season with hat tricks and back-to-back games, it's usually a good idea that we're going to have a great season goal-wise, whether it's Matthews or whether it's anybody else. But then again, Matthews is really no stranger to hat tricks, much less hat tricks on opening night. But really, if we're taking numbers, Matthews had 6 hat tricks all season, including another back-to-back in February against the Flyers and the Ducks. Counting that, Matthews had 18 multi-goal games this season and would score 51 goals in his first 54 games. I'm going off script here. I've been calling for a 50-50 score, or at least a 50-50 season, for how many years? And he comes within 4 games of almost doing it. If he was just 4 or 5 more games faster, I wouldn't have even cared that it's Matthews. It would have just been a nice thing to see, is what I'm saying. So with those 69 goals, not only did he break his own career best of 60, which was from 21-22, or was it 2021? One of the two. But he also beat the team record of most goals in a season, which he set the mark when he last won the Richard Trophy. So that's something. If you're going to break records, why not start with your own, right? Right. So as mentioned, this is Matthews' third Maurice Richard Trophy. The second player to win more than 2. Now, the guy who has the most, who we talked about yesterday, is on the middle of a goal record chase. Do you think this is one of many more we see from Matthews, or do you think he's kind of peaking at the moment? I know my own self, there's a couple more at least. If not 2, maybe another 3 more, but that could be counting chickens, right? Either way, that's kind of what I would love to see out of a guy like Matthews. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, or we'll make this video again when we get there. But either way, hell of a season. Hell of a season when it came to goals for Matthews. And as it stands now, that's his season and career stats. And this is only his 8th season. So if this is his prime and we're in the middle of it, or if he's not even at his prime yet, because he's only going to be 27 here pretty soon, we could be in for a hell of a goal ride. And it'll be fun to watch, I'm sure. But again, I could be counting chickens. But either way, congrats to Matthews for scoring the most goals for the 23-24 NHL season. So that was another one of Trev's hockey shows. Short, sweet, to the point, but the Richard video is always an easy one to make. I've made a few of them, so No stranger to those. But if you liked it, hey, feel free to give me that like. The button's over there. And if you haven't yet, hey, why not consider subscribing? It'll make you feel good. And we're trying to hit 500. I mean, initially, I remember we had a goal of 250, but you know what? We can probably do better than that. Let's go 5. So that's the goal. So if you haven't considered it by now, please consider subscribing. It'll make you feel good and make me feel good. All that fun jazz. Got playoff predictions coming this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to throw the East one here pretty quick or if I'm going to wait for the West and do them both at once. But either way, when they drop, you'll see them. So either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be looking for more videos from Trev. Later.